Hey guys, welcome to this video. We are back with another tutorial on, this time in Ableton, on how to create classic UK house. So I'm going to play through the project very quickly and then I will dive into it and show you the basic elements.
I've been living on a good life, living like it won't stop, giving you the best of me, but now I'm feeling like it's all gone. Baby, where'd it go wrong? I thought we were meant to be now, to be now, meant to be now. Good love, living like it won't stop, go wrong. Baby, where'd it go wrong? Feeling like it's all gone. Baby, we were meant to be now. I've been living on a good love, living like it won't stop, giving you the best of me, but now I'm feeling like it's all gone. Baby, where'd it go wrong? I thought we were meant to be now. Now I'm feeling like it's all gone, feeling like it's all gone. Baby, we were meant to be now, to be now, meant to be now. Now I'm feeling like it's all gone. Baby, where'd it go wrong?
Alright, so that is the full project. Now I just want to kind of walk through the most important parts. So obviously the kind of main sound is the bass. So we have a main layer which is kind of providing the body of the sound. This is a splice sample that I use in Simpler. And then there's two support layers. The kind of organy layer that you hear most distinctly, and then there's kind of an FM layer to kind of add some attack to the top. And so the main layer is kind of providing like the real kind of bassiness to the sound. And yeah, so there's so that's the bass, and it's kind of just playing around with the melody a little bit, listening to some songs for inspiration, and just going for that UK vibe. And then for the bass, for the bass layers, we have all grouped together with some group processing mainly, and that has some mainly just compression and distortion, a little bit of EQing, and yeah, not much done there. The layering and the sound choice is really the main thing. And then there's a sub bass, which just a separate sub, and main sub in Serum from the stock sets, stock presets, and yeah, just some saturation, warm up lows preset, and just keeping everything in between 115 and 30 hertz. So that is basically all that is going on with creating the groove with the kick and the drums. So the kick, just some layers, kind of a basic processing overall. The drums kind of glued together. Several layers to the clap hat and some extra tops and transitions. Yeah, so all that creates the main groove, and from there is kind of adding in some vocal elements to create some like soul to the song. So for the vocal, this was actually a splice vocal that came out just around when I was making this idea. And so just kind of a soulful vocal that I really thought worked well. And so basically just one layer to start with, processing with some compression, a little bit of saturation, and then kind of the way that I built the vocal up is with some dub layers panned to the left and right in the build, and with some Haas effect added with the by delaying this in Ableton, and then basically in the drop there is a kind of more layers added, a low formant, a high formant, and a vocoder, and all this you can do in Ableton. I didn't use any Little Altar Boy or I only use the basic like vocoder from Ableton. And And then other than that, there's kind of just piano and effects. But the piano is basically just the stock Ableton layer, M1, and a Nexus layer, and I included the M1 Simpler one shot and Nexus Simpler as well. And then I actually also added a Juno piano layer from Splice. So all this stuff is kind of just grouped together and compressed and saturated and distorted. And yeah, just kind of doing that to everything is mainly what was done on this project. And there's some effects as well, just some sweeps and some transitions like sub drops, risers, and some white noise during the drops, and a little bit of atmosphere as well. And yeah, that all just kind of creates a full fullness to the mix. And yeah, so mainly all that's else to say is the respace, kind of using a preset from the Serum, and everything is just kind of leveled mainly, so there's not all that much mixing processing going on. Yeah, just wrapping up. Not much else added in terms of a master chain. I kind of have some stuff that I add as a template that is not really necessary here. The only thing that's really doing anything is a limiter. So that's adding a little bit of gain just to bring it up to commercial volume. Yeah, so I tend to mix my tracks without a lot of headroom, just something I do out of habit. So this is probably going to go up to about 7 or 6 RMS. And yeah, so that's kind of pretty standard commercial loudness for this type of track. Sometimes people will go up to like 5 or 4, sometimes even 3, but not really necessary for this style. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, thanks for watching. You can also purchase this project on our website, forthefoursounds.com. All the samples here are Splice samples. The only things that are you're not gonna be able to get on Splice are Serum, but in Serum we only used kind of the stock presets for the sub and the res, and everything else is you're gonna be able to use, and there's no kind of fancy plugins going on here.